Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails, the second chapter. As you might have known with the last episode, we have a few new side quests we have to do, and the ones that we need to do first is a Sunday lecture for the kids of the orphanage. So we're here at the church, so we're going to talk to them, see what we need to do, and then probably head over to Menoria to lecture them all the way. I wanted to say to hell, but they're a bunch of kids, so let's not do that. And afterwards, we have 2 extermination requests we need to fulfill. And I've adjusted some of the orpiment settings, so I think we will be more than ready for that. And what I did, just a quick look-see, is basically I noticed that we had defense 2 and mine 2. So I gave them to Sherazard, resulting in the higher heal, I think the revive, and a few more extra potent magics at the same time. So not a bad thing. I really like that. And of course, Olivier came with his own bunch of stuff, and I think I gave him the EP cut and HP 1 just to fill out the list with what I still had left in my inventory. But depending on how long he is, we'll adjust it along the way. Like for now, I still have unlocking the last few slots of Sherazard and the last one of Estelle up on my list. Because I think once we open up all the slots, then we're open to do whatever we want. And if we get more quartz that are 2 slot based, we can definitely use it then. So that's for future episodes. For now, let's give those kids a good lecture. Oh, they're here. I actually thought we had to go to Menoria. And I don't think those are the same kids. I think these are the Ruin kids. Maybe. The central factory was established in 1157. The test flight of the Calatrava was in 1168. And the scheduled liners were commissioned in 1175. Right. Alright, I've learned up to there. Is he joining the lecture as well? Oh my. Are you here because you saw my request? Yes ma'am, sure did. It's pretty urgent, right? Yes. Today, I'd like to ask you to act as a guest teacher at Sunday school. How about it? Are you available? Sure. Here an explanation of the job. Yeah, I can do it. I'm not super confident, but I'll definitely give it my best shot. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. I had asked a bracer named Karna to be the guest lecturer, but she's only had to leave on guild business. I put the church in a fix, but I was very disheartened. I see, so that's why it's so sudden. So, what should I do? First, come into the side room. I'll explain what I'd like for the class there. Ah, so the kids cannot cheat on what the lecture is all about. Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, I think I get the gist of it. Start with an explanation of the guild, move on to an overview of our bracer's job. And then, last but not least, answer the kids' questions correctly, right? Yes, that will be plenty. If you excuse me, I'll be going back to class. I'll call you momentarily, so please, wait here until then. I'm definitely gonna make a few mistakes, but we'll give it our best shot, just like Estelle. Still. Truly, the world is a strange place. Oh, for once we agree. I was just thinking that myself. What's up? Is there something on my face? No, I think they seeing the irony of Estelle lecturing a Sunday class, seeing as how fond she was of Sunday class herself. No, but not even I could have predicted this. To think that the day would come when Estelle would take the altar. Sure is a big surprise, isn't it? It just means that a certain girl famous for skipping Sunday school has grown up. Well, I guess. Oh Estelle, your mentor is so proud. Well, that's sure nice to say, I think. True, I'm not super confident, but I should be fine teaching some kids. Oh, I hope so, but... well, I'll be relaxing until it's over. What are you gonna do, Olivier? Well, I have little to offer. You have my full attention and support. The class should be well visible from the second floor here, so I'd like to watch from there. Ah, he wants to see if she fails. He's there for the entertainment value. Oh, nice idea. I should take tons of pictures. Please, don't screw anything up, you two. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Now then, everyone, we're going to have a guest teacher for the remainder of the class. They've taken time out of their busy schedule to come speak to us, so don't be rude, okay? Okay. Alright, come on out. All excited. Miss, who are you? I was just about to introduce myself. Give me a sec. Alright, well, hello. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm still pretty new to the job, but I'm what we call a bracer. What? You're a bracer? No way, that's so cool. How old are you, miss? No, we'll have time for questions later. First, let's have our guest review what we already gone over. If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Estelle? Okay, is everyone ready? Let's go over today's class real quick. Class begin. About all bracer activities. Choose the correct answer and guide this special class to success. Yeah, no pressure there. Please be gentle in the comments if I fail too much. Please. First, let's talk about my job as a bracer. So, a bracer is a specialist at investigating and combat. And our main duty as a bracer is security nations, borders and maintaining public order, protection of peace and citizenry of local regions, discovery and sealing of rune relics. I think this is more the military. This is more like the history museum type of thing. I think it's gonna be protection of the peace and citizenry of local regions. The protection of the peace and the citizenry of local regions. We don't just slay monsters and prevent crimes either. Bracers protect goods in transit and even look for lost items. We help in a variety of ways. Alright, that was perfect. Bracers are brightly divided in two groups, senior bracers and junior bracers. Of those, junior bracers are what you might call trainees, and by successfully completing missions and training hard, they eventually earn a promotion to become full bracers. But even once you become a full bracer, you're further divided into different classes. We call these ranks, and each rank is assigned in accordance to your experience and success. How many ranks are there for senior bracers? Oh god, I didn't check. Well, the thing is, I don't know how many ranks there are, but I know that we are now G+. So that already negates this one and this one. I hope. This is gonna be a slight guess. There are 7 ranks from G to A. These are the only formal ranks, and when a bracer is close to being promoted, A+ is added to said rank. Furthermore, there's also an S rank, but it's kind of an unofficial honorary rank, given to persons who have performed exceptionally deeds. So publicly, A rank bracers are the highest bracers in the guild. Yes, I'm killing this. Alright, let's talk about the organization that manages bracers, the Bracer Guild. I think you learned this in class, but the guild operates not just in Liberl Kingdom, but all over. This global organization was established about the same time as the Orbital Revolution, which was... I don't know. I actually don't know this. 10 years ago is when the 100-year war was. The 100 day or whatever. The war was 10 years ago, because that's when Estelle lost her mother. but the Bracer Guild was already a thing back then. So it has to be 30 or 50 years. Okay, there is a high chance that I'm gonna get this wrong. I always suck at games with years and numbers and stuff like that. Because when we first got in here, we talked to the guy with 3 dates, and I was thinking, oh god, don't let them ask me those dates. Now we get this one, which, yeah, we heard probably a couple of times along in Trails, the first chapter, and maybe even in this game. I'm just gonna guess. My gut says 50 years, but I could be wrong. Roughly 50 years ago, orbital technology and the guild are deeply connected. Even now we receive financial support from foundations related to orbital technology. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. Man, I'm good. Okay. I think I'm wrong, because she's not certain about this. So it could be 30 years. I'm confident it's not 10, but I'm hoping that at the end we'll get information on what was wrong. So next we'll talk about the guild's relationship with foreign countries. At the moment, the guild has branches across the entire continent, but the reason the guild has been able to expand to this level is because it's a non-governmental organization with no ties to a specific nation. But even within its practical activities, the guild has a lot to think about. For example, they have to keep promises to prevent them from ending up opposed to nations. The most famous promise related to that is non-combat agreement with national non-interference with state powers. Okay, it's going to be the non-combat or the non-interference? Because the thing where I'm a bit thinking about is, we know that we're not allowed to intervene with the national armies. I don't think that's specific to combat situations. Also with investigations and stuff like that, until there is like probable cause. But what do they technically mean with non-interference with state powers? Because immunity for nobility, maybe. Royalty, I don't think so. It is not the most important agreement, at least. I think all 3 are part of an agreement. That was the most important agreement that the guild has to work with within the nations it works in. This is the first answer I had in my head, like non-interference with the national armies. So it was basically a combination between 1 and 3. And like I said, that's what I'm interfering with. Non-interference with state powers. Let's just say that what we did in Ruin with the mayor in Trails the first chapter, that is technically interfering with the state power. So I'm gonna go with national armies. Again, wild guess. The non-combat agreement with national armies. In other words, it's a promise to not fight with that country's soldiers. After all, no one would accept an organization that might at the wrong time become their enemies. I don't know this wrong exactly. Oh god, I'm failing miserably here. Easy questions, okay. The guild uses a lot of methods like this to separate its duties from a nation. Of course, not everything is always solved so simply according to the code, so sometimes in emergencies you can end up in situations that are contradictory to the code. But in times like that, bracers are asked to put one basic principle above all else. Clients first. In other words, we bracers in all situations should... Yes, I think prioritize the safety of civilians. I think that is the priority. Prioritize the safety of civilians. If you think about this first and foremost, then you'll naturally be guided to the correct action. Well, sometimes when you try action, you'll end up with a whole bunch of other problems, but overcoming stuff like that is part of the job too. Yeah, that's a good summary. Okay, that's definitely a good answer. So many. And that pretty much sums us up. How was it? Did everyone understand? That ends the first half of the class. Yep, she's working hard. Just when did that girl actually sit down and study all this? I'm impressed. Alright, it's time you've all been waiting for. You've got anything you want to ask our guest? Go ahead and raise your hand. Please, Miss Estelle, carry on. Sure thing, leave it to me. Who's ready to get their questions answered? No boyfriend questions, please. Q&A time. Any question goes. Select the correct answer and overcome any risky or questionable questions. Ooh, pick me, pick me. Wow, you're sure got a lot of energy. What's your question? When can you become a bracer? What age can you become a bracer? Well, to become a bracer, you first need to become a junior bracer. You can become one if you pass the test, but to take the test, they were 16, and they were with it the youngest at the guild. But the question is there actually an age restriction? There should be, right? You're not gonna let a 10-year-old become part of a bracer guild. Yeah, it has to be 16 years then. It has to be. Again, I hear the bell, I just don't know exactly where it is. I think there's a right analogy, right? Oh yeah, and if the game does not tell me what all the correct answers are or the ones that I got wrong, if it's not too much trouble, you can correct me, because I really want to know which one I got wrong and how far off I was. But yes, I'm going with 16 years of age. You're required to be 16 or older. Of course, even if you pass the exam, you don't instantly become one. For a while, you'll receive training under the guidance of an older bracer. Once you gain enough experience there, you'll finally become a junior bracer. Perfect answer! Yes, I think it's right. Okay, so you got to be 16. Okay, got it. Thanks, miss. Excuse me? Hey, Edgar! I still remember her from Capua family's abduction case. Well, it wasn't technically an abduction, it was like an extra effect of taking that ship. Well, excuse me, teacher, may I ask a question? Fire away. Do you gotta beat up monsters no matter what? Some of them are really cute. That's a good question. How to respond to a monster is tough. But in general? I don't think this is the right one. Defeat them, obviously. Judge based on appearance. That's never a good thing. So I'm gonna say prioritize his client's intent. Because the client is most important to a bracer. Not just in safety, but in fulfilling its request. Defeat them obviously is not gonna be the answer. And this seems fishy. I'm gonna go with client, come on. It's the one in my head that goes the right way. We prioritize the client's intent. There's no absolute right answer when dealing with monsters. It really depends on the situation. So if the client doesn't demand their extermination, we may sometimes just let them go. It was kind of a tricky question, but it looks like I was able to answer perfectly. Phew! Oh, okay. May I ask a question too? Sure, go for it. There was a case a while back where the Sky Bandits attacked an airliner. Was it the Royal Army who arrested the Sky Bandits then, or was it the Bracers? You mean the disappearance of the Linda? The ones who finally arrested the Sky Bandits were? I don't think it was the Royal Guard. I don't think Swartz was involved, and technically we Bracers were the ones that got the whole ball rolling, but in the end the Royal Army were the ones that actually arrested them. Factually, that would be correct. And the fact that there's of course behind this already is like, don't create any unnecessary conflict. The Royal Army forces. In the final entry mission, the Bracers and Royal Army worked together using a pincer move to corner them. When the Sky Bandits tried to flee, the Royal Army caught and arrested them. In other words, the Bracers and the Royal Army cooperated to flush them out. Alright, no problem there. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay, so the Royal Army and the Bracers work together. That's so cool. Is that the guy in the seats? Oh, don't ask me any year questions. Can I ask something? Oh sure, go ahead. I'm actually studying for entrance exams and just forgot this, but which of these 3 principles in the code is the protective duty to civilians? How the heck am I supposed to remember something like that? Wait a second. The protective duty to civilians principle? That is... I have absolutely no idea. This is gonna be a wild guess, and seeing as the protection of civilians is one of the most important parts of being a racer, I'm gonna put it on 1. This is a wild guess because I clearly I don't remember this anywhere in Trails the first chapter or in this game. This is based more on what I think it should be, but it could very well be all 3 of them. And besides, he doesn't know. Kill code principle 1, I think? Was it? I thought the first principle was basic ideology. Really? I'm sorry, I already knew the answer. The protective duties to civilians is the 2nd principle. Well, I'm sure glad you know. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Yeah, he did it on purpose. To make her look like a fool, asking a question that we've never handled anywhere. At least, not according to my memories, so that is not saying much, to be all honest. But yeah, it is embarrassing slightly. So, no more questions? Oh, okay, I've got a question then. Go ahead. So, it doesn't have much to do with the class, but when the mayor was arrested, the Queen's airship came, right? How big was the airship? I knew there'd be one. There's always one with some weirdo question that has nothing to do with anything. By the Queen's airship, do you mean the RSA? Yeah, that one. It looked real big, but I wonder how big it really was. The RSA's size. I think I read about it in a book before. Yeah, and therein lies the problem. She read it in a book. I don't read books. I do try to catch up when it's necessary, but no idea. I'm gonna go through the middle. Sorry, though, 42. Hey, it's a kid with... If that guy in the background seat is gonna correct me, I'm gonna take him out and let's say I'm gonna fish with him. And there will be no fishing involved. Yes. I think it had an overall length of 42 arc, if I remember right. That might not be exactly precise, but that should be close. Wow, that's huge. Thanks, Miss Estelle. Any more questions, children? If not, then I believe that's all for our guest speaker today. Everyone, say thank you to Miss Estelle. Thank you so much. Bye, kids. Thank you for your time. I know you're quite busy. The children were overjoyed. Thanks. I was pretty nervous before I did it, but if they had fun, then it was worth it. I do apologize for cutting things short, but I have more classes, if you'll pardon me. Should the chance come again, I would love to have you back for another talk. Oh, sure thing. Seems you managed just fine. Phew, somehow. Oh, no need to be so humble. I witnessed your performance and you were a fantastic teacher. Aw, come on, really? Still, it made me think about just how much I don't know. Every time they asked for details, I started panicking. Well, just make sure to work hard from now on. No one's going to trust a bracer who doesn't know the code. Yeah, I'll keep working at it, I promise. Ooh, I So what? I wonder. I want to know if we have minus points or not. I want to deliver it straight away. I need to know. I need to know. Ah, no plus, no minus. So I'm guessing if we do everything right, all the answers, then we're probably going to get that 1 or 2 plus points. But at least we didn't get any minus points. And now we know that G plus behind my Bracer rank is that I'm just about to level up to the next one. I can't wait. Good work. Seems to safely achieve your goal. If you have any jobs completed, come by and report them. You're welcome. So we have the 2 long-term exterminations left, but we might as well do it. Because now at least we have Olivier in the party and we don't know how long they will last. And I like to do my side quest straight away. So we have on the Chrome Pass, which is the road leading to the checkpoint. So we're going to do that one first. And I think the Orient Causeway, I think that's south, the way to Erleven. And like I said in the last episode, we're just gonna go towards it and edit the whole walk towards it out. So we can do it all in one episode, and the next time we can just continue on with our main investigation at the academy. Because I think that's what we really want to do, because I want to see if we get into the old school building. Would be very neat if that happened. But yes, let's get over to Chrome Pass for the first extermination. Ah, there it is, and damn, it's huge as hell. Alright, I think we can do it. We should be able to do it, especially with Olivier with us. The only thing we need to watch out for is that Dorothy is not, well, too badly hurt, but all 3 characters have healing skills, so I think we should be fine. So let's go for it. Exterminate, yes, definitely. 2 of them even. Damn, they're ugly, I'm sorry to say. Alright, you are a Hapilsag. Yes, scorpion monsters are able to freely move about air and earth and has a powerful venom. No elemental weaknesses. No strength as well, so can go either way. 4,000. It's nice, not too explicit. I'm gonna see if I can destroy it with just using arts and save the CP for the secondary extermination monster, and then we're gonna go wild with it. So what do we have? Since nothing works, I want to see how the somewhat bigger skills work. Because like I said, I have a few new ones. This is not a new one. I saw it from, of course, from Trails the first chapter, but I want to see how they react to it. Critical? Are we gonna do a sniper shot? I feel like I need to keep the CP in case we need to impede, because I have no idea what these enemies are gonna do to us. So let's go with an art as well. He doesn't have a lot of EP compared to the rest, but it should be enough for this fight. And since we are going through Ruin, he can have it back again. So I want to test this out. Dark Matter crushes a foe with compressed space. So what are we going to do with you, Estelle? I did get, on the way here, when I level up, and got True Pummel. Pummels with more charging power and steals the foe's health. So I want to see that at the next extermination. That's mainly the reason why I want to save it. Because 4,000 HP doesn't sound a whole lot. So let's art up as well. She also got Dark Matter, but she's more of a flaming person. Alright. Let's see if we're... That's what I'm about to say. If they don't move too much. Maybe just... Damage-wise, it's doable. Ah, yes. Damn, that looks nice and is very powerful. I like it. Alright, like that, we can go full on ham, whatever you want to call it, on the enemies. Stone Impact. What else do we want to try out? Do we want to speed up the flow of time? Yes. I want to give it to Olivier, because it does 1000 damage with him. So that much we can almost already guarantee. And poison doesn't work on anyone, because I made the precautions against it, and still have enough HP to go around. I want to see what her dark matter does. And I know that the ATS is the determination factor for the amount of damage they do. And still, finding it out this way could be just as nice. Ah, yes. Take pictures, Dorothy. A lot of them. Preferably the other enemy that will still be alive after both attacks. Yeah. And there you see the difference between an actual magical attacker and Estelle. Was Olivier impeded? Could be. Which is fine, of course. Let's do a Silph Whip too. Why not? I do plan to get her to 200 between the exterminations. Whoa. What the hell? Ooh, he misses Dorothy. Good. I'm happy that he was blinded. Okay, we need to do a healing factor. Ooh, I want to take that down so much. But I feel like it would be more important to heal Olivier. Because I don't know if Sherazard will be in front of the enemies. So if he heals, if he's healed now, then she can focus on exterminate. Yeah, 90 should be doable for her if she doesn't miss. Good job. I want to use that strength, so let's craft it up. I'm still not very fond of... Well, it should be a nice attack. It still targets enemy weak spot, but it's more used for impede and nothing else. So it uses us common to penetrate, cause hard shell. Who knows? And it's still a nice amount of damage. Yeah, you can heal yourself. And then the ladies can focus on killing the enemy. Yeah, I don't feel a real threat coming from the enemy. It's just we can play around with everything. Do Petrify Breath. I can't wait until we get a Petrify Quartz, cause just like... I don't want this one. I definitely need to heal Dorothy. If you survive surround, it is. Yeah, you'll also survive around. Again, I want Sherazard to heal because she has the area healing, but since she is before the enemy, it's not beneficial to do so. Well, he can just use Dark Matter. And then Estelle can go for the heal, because she should be in front. Yes. Definite. And then Sherazard can just attack. And if we can guarantee the amount of damage that Olivier does, then a physical hit of Shera should be enough to take care of the Slag Beast. And then you can say, why heal Dorothy if you're so certain to kill it? Well, client comes first. That's the Bracer rule, so we're gonna uphold it. Ooh, this might be... Ah, fuck it, let's do it. Ah, I knew it. I knew it was around the same damage. That's fine, he misses. Ah, come on, Estelle. Sherazard, if you miss, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Thank you. Disappointment averted. Nice.
Oh, are we done already?
Yes, we were done already. Olivier, you need a few levels up. You're a little bit behind. Alright, exterminated the monsters. Alright, let's head over to the other one, and I will see you there, just like with this one. Okay, we're on the Orion Causeway. And the big boy should be somewhere around here. Maybe around the Several Tower? Does feel like that's the place where an exterminated, to be exterminated monster would be at. No, he isn't. Alright, where are you, big boy? Ah, there you are. I just missed you. Ooh, another one of those. Ah, we can handle that. Is it going to be a 4-1 instead of 3? Let's see. Again, 3. I think it's the same one we fought earlier. So let's see what happens when we defeat them. Because last time we get like, was it defense and speed up? This might be the other versions. But weak versus physical attacks. I have no problem with that. Alright. Main thing, what we want to do is we want to exterminate monsters. So I want to use up my S-crops. So I'm gonna hit the first one and then go with the area attacks. I think we have one area attack, and that is of course Olivier, so we're gonna use them after the first one. While the enemies are still close by, and then we're gonna single out one of the enemies.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Regardless, I don't feel like it should be much of a problem. Yeah, and I wanted to wait until after her attack before I started using it. That way she could attack twice in a row. And hopefully this would not be too much over the 1500, or else I would be bad by using it on this enemy. Yikes. That's powerful. Strength and speed. Yeah, I think this is the other one. Okay, now I'm doubting. No, I think it should be. I think this is the same one. It has to be. Alright. With you having blind on you, this is gonna be the next target.
Someone's been naughty.
Ooh, naughty, naughty. Oh yeah. That was more in line with what I expected Estelle to do, but she's a powerhouse, we cannot deny that. 1380. And blind as well, perfect. This will make this a lot easier. Because they both have a very low chance to touch me. Ooh, looking good, looking good. You gotta love Dorothy. Such a perfect character. Do we want to use cross? Do we want to save those?
My love I give to thee.
My love I give to thee. Lovely moveset. Missed. Come on guys, miss both of them. Yes, their confidence will go down and we will beat the crap out of them. Well, they have a weakness against physical attacks, so just use physical attacks to take them down. Yeah, strength up doesn't matter if you can't see what you're attacking. Yeah. Let's just take it easy. Oh god, the blind's gone. No! He's gonna come back in full force, on his own, by himself, and it's lonesome. Almost without HP. No, I'm not trying to make fun of the beast. Because if they were a bigger pack, then I would be in trouble. Here we go, say cheese! You know what? Why not?
Let's do this. Gotcha.
Overkill? Yes. But I should remind myself that chain is there.
Piece of cake.
Because it is a very powerful tool. Ooh, I love that. Exterminated the monster. Alright, let's head back to Ruin, deliver the reports, and then we can call it this episode for a day. And next time we can continue on with the main story. Alright, let's see what we can get for it. Grown Trail Monster. Of course, it's an extermination, so we won't get any extra. 2 points. And 3 points. Nice. And we rank up to Senior Bracer F rank. Absorb Quartz as a perk. Ooh, good work. You safely achieved your goal. If you have any jobs completed, come on by and report them. We will. Okay, quartz cleared. One quick look, because I'm curious. Of course, 2 slots. Recovers 2% of the user's maximum HP on defeating an enemy. This could be a very useful one. I gotta think on who I want to give this to. Yeah. But for now, we're gonna leave the episode right here. Next time, like I said, we're gonna continue on with the story. We're gonna go to the academy, because that's where all the hints point to. And I'm hoping we can get to the old school building and check that place out. I wonder how it looks like on the inside. But that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.